Hey, this is Patrick from SMAI. We're here in the warehouse and today we're going to show you how to build one of our Vanta Series Power Racks. Today we're doing one of the half power racks, and the easiest thing to do at the start is lay out your components. So lay out your beams, uprights and hardware first. That'll make it easier when we go to install it. The hardware, you're going to have 24 bolts for this one. When we install the bolts through the cross beams, you're going to have 2 washers. So one washer over, through, another washer, and then finally we put the nut on, and we'll follow that process for all of the bolts. When it comes to tools for installing, you're going to need a wrench and a 38mm socket will be really handy. If you can get your hands on a power tool, that's going to speed up the process even more. So the first step in putting together the rack is we're going to build one of the sides of the rack. So grab 2 of your uprights and lay them out here with a bit of space between them. When you lay them out, make sure that the base plate with the long section is pointing up. That'll make sure that your numbers on the rack are facing outwards to the front of the rack. Once you've got those in place, grab one of your cross beams and place it in position at the bottom. When you place the cross beams in, put the logo plates facing outwards. Grab the second and do the same at the top. You can use any position on the upright that you want. We're going to use the very top and the very bottom in this install. Now that they're in place, grab some of your bolts and start assembling. Okay, now that bottom cross beam is all hand tightened. We're going to move to the top and do the same. Now that both beams are installed, we're going to give a tighten on all these bolts, just a little more, but not all the way just yet. Okay, so I've tightened off the bolts on that first side. We're going to move that to the side and repeat on the other side. Now we've got our 2 side pieces completed. We can stand them up and attach the cross beams. And this is where you're going to want a friend to help you with this next step. So a little tip is before you stand the sides up, is bring them a bit closer together. Use one of the beams just to get the spacing correct. It'll make it a bit easier just before we stand it up. Okay. Okay, so now we're stood up. Have one person hold both sides and attach the cross beam at the front. Now before you lift the cross beam into place, thread some bolts through so that it's got something to sit on as you raise it up. So now you've got the 4 bolts in, secure with the nuts. At this stage, hand tighten is enough. We'll tighten with the tools once the rear beam is installed. So now repeat the process with the back beam. Have a few bolts ready and have your friend here as well. This one's a little heavier, so have all your bolts ready to go. Hand tighten again for now. Once we've secured each side, we'll finish off with the tools to tighten everything up. Now the rack's standing up, we'll just give an extra tighten across all those bolts to make sure everything's locked in. There you have it, that's building the Vanta Series half rack. You can now proceed to add your accessories, bolt-on chin-up bars, or anything else you want to add to the rack.